All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We are joined today by another one of our amazing families, and masterclass families, that is. And we are going to get right into it and just basically start by welcoming both Jen and Gabe. Welcome. How are you guys?
Great, thank you.
Doing pretty good.
Good, good. Happy summer. Happy summer. So wanted to touch base with you because, you're probably one of our best case studies to date that we have, because you joined the masterclass before we even started with a masterclass last July, or at least committed to it. And Jen, I'll start with you. Just what were you looking for? I know you joined our Facebook group, but what were you looking for when you reached out with us?
I was looking for help that was going to be more than just cramming a couple weeks before the exam, because I know my son well enough to know that he does not learn that way. And I was looking for help specifically with the writing portion of the exam, because I knew that was going to be the main challenge for him. And I couldn't find another company that was teaching that had emphasized the writing portion of the exam the way that you all did.
Got it. Why was writing a concern?
Because writing is Gabe's main challenge in school. So he's pretty gifted in STEM and science, but writing is a main challenge. So I knew I didn't want that to get in his way.
Got it. Okay. And you going into last year, what grade were you going into, Gabe?
Last year. So
Ninth grade?
No, I was a sophomore.
Sophomore. Okay. So had you taken an AP class prior to last year?
No.
This was your first experience, right? So mom was concerned about writing. Mom, what is your background that you reached out to us with?
So I am a special educator and a reading specialist. So I do know how to identify a writing challenge.
Gotcha. So writing was concerned specifically for AP history because of that big part on the exam. So we talked in July. I think you signed up for us July, August with a masterclass. So Gabe, you had a full year in the masterclass, and mom was looking for that support. So Gabe, kind of just share your experience with the overall experience with the masterclass.
Yeah, I thought like overall it was very, very helpful. Like the classes definitely like helped a lot because like the master classes were like a little ahead of my actual class. So I got like a preview of like we were gonna learn and it helped me
Okay.
like understand it better.
Okay. And that's great. First off, that's awesome. But you also attended some of the writing classes as well. How did those help you?
Those definitely helped my writing a lot. Like I use like the strategies that you like told us to use on
Hmm.
the exam and a lot.
And did you find that helped with both the course as well before the exam?
Yeah, yeah. I know.
So, is that real quick? Was that more for test prep, or was that just during the year?
I think you saw him only towards the
So test
end,
prep.
right?
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So we'll resume it. So Gabe, you attended the masterclass group classes. Those helped you with content and with writing structure initially. We got about halfway through the year, and then you entered our one-on-one test prep part of the program as well. I think your coach was Professor John Henry, correct?
Yeah.
And so now we're gearing up for the exam. We gear up pretty early, about 12 weeks out. What was that experience like?
It was very helpful. Like the one-on-ones, he told me strategies and worked on like my weaknesses. He also told me how to get like points and stuff on like the DBQ and LEQ.
So Professor John Henry gave you like explicit strategies to help maximize those points.
Yeah, and we
Cool.
went over that rubric a lot to like learn how to get the points.
Got it. Awesome. And you're an athlete too, correct?
Yeah,
So you were juggling this while still being successful in athletics.
yeah.
Amazing. Okay. So first AP class, first AP exam going in May. Um, how did you feel going into the exam after all of that coaching?
I mean, I felt very prepared, but I was still like a little nervous. But I was like, if I didn't have the preparation, I would have been like a lot more nervous and probably would have gotten a pretty bad score.
Okay. Mom, any expectations? I know you put your trust in us, all right? We basically took it from there for the whole year. We touched in base a little bit, but um, what was your expectation with Gabe going into that exam?
I would have been so happy if he got a 4. I mean, we were just hoping for a 4.
Okay.
We
And
would have been
why was a 4 so important?
well because it was a very challenging class. Um, and for him specifically, with writing being such a big part of the exam, that my expectations were not for a 5.
Okay.
So
So went in, that was beginning of May. We got our scores back at the beginning of July. And Gabe, what score did you end up with on your AP Euro exam?
I got a 5.
Amazing. Congratulations. How'd that feel?
Uh, felt really good, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically earned credit almost any school in America with that score. That's amazing. So congrats to you. Blew our expectations away, and we knew you could do it all along, man. I think something that I really want to hit on with this case study is that you, Mom, were very proactive in that and got the support early. We have a lot of families that want to wait to see how it went, like how to get into the year. I don't know if it's going to be something he needs, but with that education background, I guess what would you say to other parents who might be on the fence of, I might want to wait and see how the year goes before I reach out for support?
yeah, I would not recommend that. First of all, it was very helpful. It was basically like having a tutor for the AP class itself. So that is helpful. And these are not skills that you can learn, in a month or two. You have to practice them again and again and again repetitively
Right.
to internalize them, especially when you're under pressure or feeling any kind of stress. It's going to impact how your brain is functioning. And so you need to start early and you need to ingrain it piece by piece, like you guys did.
Love it. Thank you. Gabe, agree?
Yeah, I agree.
What sport do you play again? Remind us.
Soccer.
Soccer. And I think you're pretty high level in soccer, right? You've practiced your whole life, I would assume, or at least as long as you've been playing soccer, those skills.
Yeah.
So you definitely probably see a parallel to those results as well. So yeah, and just last question, would you recommend us to other families out there looking for support?
Yeah, definitely.
Why so?
Because it prepares you really well, I'd say, for the exam. It makes you a lot less nervous, especially with the one-on-one session doing the practice exams.
Yeah.
When I got into the exam room, I was like, oh yeah, it's just like another practice, and I felt really comfortable.
Awesome. Great. That's what we aim for. So Gabe and Jen, thank you so much. We were really excited to be joined by you. And hey, good luck junior year with your AP classes.
Thank you.
Nice.
All
We'll
right.
see
See ya.
you.
Okay.